Group racing returns to Sha Tin this Sunday with the running of the Group 3 Sha Ladies Purse. Welcome to Racing to Win. We're going to feature the feature race here on the show, as well as look at the last race as well. Joined on the panel today by Paul Lally and Tom Wood. And Tom, we've got group racing, but some very nice up-and-comers as well.
Yeah, we certainly do, Mark. The Sha Ladies Purse has been won by good horses down through the years. Furore won it last year, but he's not in this year's event. But very competitive field coming out of what was the Oriental Watch Sha Tin Trophy. Nervous Witness and Blaze Warrior to look forward to on the card as well.
And Paul, there's jackpots as well.
Yeah, two really good jackpots here. 1.8 million going into the triple trio. Should get up to around 5 million, and also 2.7 going into the 6-up win bonus. So some good jackpots there. There'll be a few anchors there with a couple of shorties later in the card, won't there?
More from you boys in just a moment. Firstly, though, this is the meeting details for Sha Tin on Sunday. All races are on the turf, and we are on the C+3 course, as we were at Happy Valley last Sunday as well. First race back to normal time of 1 o'clock. No simulcast this week, and the two races we are going to feature are race number 7 at 4:05, the Sha Ladies Purse over the 1800, and race number 10, the Cyber Colours Handicap over the 1400 metres for the Class 3s. But it is a good program, highlighted, of course, by the running of this year's Sha Ladies Purse.
2 or 3 back to Exultant, and then Pakistan Star. Time Warp still a half on Glorious Forever. Exultant and Eagle Way. Time Warp still in front. He'll go all the way, Time Warp. Southern Legend and Time Warp, they're in a real battle here. Southern Legend trying to lay up on Time Warp. Gets his nose in front. Southern Legend from Time Warp.
Furore snatched the lead in the purse and snatched the purse from Exultant and dances with Dragon, and it's Furore Sha Ladies Purse.
There it is, the running of the last 3 ladies' purses, but we're going to go back, boys, and have a look at the last 5 winners of it. And before Time Warp, Tom, it was Nasser and Horse of Fortune.
Yeah, it was a very good win from Nasser. I think Tony Millard won about 3 Sha Lady Purses in a row. Horse of Fortune was one of them. There was one before that as well, Paul.
Top Act, yeah, Top Act. They all had light weights, so he managed to get the horses in. But later we've seen sort of the top weight horses win, like Furore last year.
Do you think he might have been tempted to throw Panfield in?
No, I don't think so. I think he's going to save him, isn't he?
I think maybe if he didn't win the other day, he possibly would have.
Yeah.
But he's going to save him for race to come up shortly.
Absolutely. OK, let's have a look at the starters list for this year's feature. It's over the 1800 metres. It is race number 7 on the program. We've got Southern Legend, who was 4th last year and the winner in 2019. Car Ying Star, Matthew Chadwick rides for Tony Cruz. They've had group success this season already. Glorious Dragon, Columbus County, both right in the market and both suited by the 1800 metres. Champions Way and Butterfield, Torbian Diamond. He only carries the 113 pounds again. And a Reliable Team draws nicely in Barry number 2, which should enable him to go forward as well. Speed map, Tom. There's a couple that like to lead here, normally Reliable Team and Car Ying Star.
Yeah, they both like to go forward. Reliable Team, in a recent trial, he seemed to win that quite well. So he's predicted to go forward with Car Ying Star, who will be definitely trying to get the tempo run to suit him here. Car Ying Star, Turbian Diamond, Southern Legend sort of just behind them. Horses like Glorious Dragon, Paul, be looking for a fast tempo, but whether he's going to get that sort of tempo with Car Ying Star, Reliable Team in the race, I wouldn't count on it.
Yeah, no, it's just whether they decide they want to take each other on, those two leaders. That's the key, isn't it? And because Columbus County, likewise, he's a horse that likes to get back as well. I think the old boy, as we can highlight there, Southern Legend's going to get a really good run in this race.
Yeah, it could be a bit muddling this race. If there was one to possibly lead, Paul, would you say it might be Car Ying Star to prevail? Yeah,
I think, well, Reliable Team, he does like to kick on and he has got the light weight. So either one could lead.
We'll have a look at his trial in just a moment. We with Car Ying Star. Firstly, though, Zach Purton's going to ride the big grey Glorious Dragon. He had a track work and was caught up with Tom Wood.
Zach, Glorious Dragon, obviously no luck last time out. You weren't aboard him, but on face value, it looked a pretty good run.
Yeah, he wasn't the only horse in that race. They went really slow and all galloped up the straight together. So it was a nice barrier trial for him. And, you know, there's every chance it's going to happen again this time. You know, we have a small field. Once again, lacks pace. I've drawn barrier 1 on the inside, so it doesn't look like it's going to be straightforward. I'm going to need something to happen for me. but the horse is going well in the mornings. It's a suitable race for him. I know he's got a little bit of weight on his back. That's never ideal in these Group 3 handicap races, but the horse is going well, and with even luck, hopefully we can be there.
Ideally, sort of how are you looking for the race to be run to best suit him?
Really fast.
You've partnered him in those gallops, so he's working well?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's working really well. He's fresh. His action's really nice and smooth. So, he's come a long way in the last sort of 18 months, and he's consistent. He always runs well, and I'm sure he will again.
You've obviously ridden him in the past. Is he an easy horse to ride come race day?
He used to have a tendency to over race and beat himself a little bit, but as time has gone on, he's learnt to accept his position in the field and save himself for when it matters.
You've obviously had a bit of success with Francis Loy this season. 8 rides, they've all finished in the top 4, including a win at Group 2 level with Lucky Patch. So stable's going well. That must build some confidence as well.
For sure. Francis has been going well for a number of years now. He just continues to turn out the winners, and his horse is in really good form. They consistently run well, and hopefully it continues.
All right, we're going to go back, boys, and break that replay down that we just saw a little more. And we're going to start, Tom, with Glorious Dragon. He was in heavy traffic behind them. He wasn't clear. But we've also got Carrying Star. He leads for home, likely to do so again. Tourbillon Diamond, Southern Legend on the speed. Columbus County gets wide and runs on really strongly.
Yeah, we'll see this race from a couple of different angles. It was very much a muddling sort of race. Carrying Star with Matthew Chadwick was there to try and dictate terms from in front. It was nothing really more than a sprint home here. Tourbillon Diamond Paul had no luck. He was 3 wide, no cover the whole race up near the pace.
Yeah, he was, wasn't he? And he did box on nicely here for 3rd as well. Yeah, Columbus County, as Mark said, and those yellow colours hit the line strongly. Watch the grey. Look, there's just absolutely no room for him, and he just runs through horses and finishes midfield. It was almost like a pyramid at the end, wasn't it? You could just about throw a blanket over the lot.
Here it is from the head on, Paul, so it'll show it better with the luck, or the lack of luck that Glorious Dragon has had here, and Southern Legend stops in front of him, which doesn't help either. No,
it's just the way the race was run, wasn't it? And it was just unlucky for Glorious Dragon. Just had nowhere to go, unfortunately. Columbus County, I thought, stayed on nicely, as we see in those yellow colours and that angle as well, and hit the line well. Tourbillon Diamond boxed on, and as Tom said, he had a hard run.
I thought there was plenty of run merit in the run there of Butterfield as well. I thought just on face value, even though there was only, 2 3/4 from 1st to 12th in that race, Southern Legend I thought was a little below par from what we'd expect.
A little bit there, wasn't he? I mean, with that run under his belt, he might come on. He's just getting a bit older now, so as you get a bit older, you just need a run or so.
What about him up to 1,800 metres this week?
Yeah, look, I'm not worried about that. He's won this race before, hasn't he, Southern Legend? So the 1,800 is no problem for me.
All right, so I'll forgive for Southern Legend. Tourbillon Diamond, as the boy said, had no luck in that race. He lines up again this week, and once again, Alexi Bedell is on board.
Tourbillon Diamond in the Sa Ladies Purse for Danny Shum. All 3 runs this time round look to have been full of merit. He's only been beaten 3/4 in those last couple. What have you made of those outings?
I think the horse is getting to his best form. He's back to his best form. Recent 3rd place was excellent. The pace wasn't very fast. I covered a little bit of ground, but the horse kicked on well in the straight, and I believe he's going to run a very good race as well.
Do you feel like after that first season he's sort of had that he's a better horse than when you rode him earlier on here in Hong Kong?
He's more relaxed. He get used to the Hong Kong environment, so maybe he's got that sort of experience to win such a race like this.
1,800 metres again. Of course, he ran 5th in the Classic Cup over this same trip. What do you believe his best sort of distance is?
I would say between 18 and a mile so far. And, well, we'll see. We have an outside gate, so we'll see what will be the tactic.
How do you need the race to be run to best suit Tourbillon Diamond's chances?
Well, he's very versatile, but he's very versatile, just depends on the pace. I carry no weight, so I'll see what we decide to do.
All right, so we've seen most of them so far. We do need to have a look at one of the other likely pace angles in the race here, Tom, and we're heading up to Chung Fa for this, and he took a trail in this trial, Reliable Team.
Well, he's one of 2 horses in this race that have trialled since their last run, the other one Champions Way, but he wasn't in the Oriental Watch Sha Tin Trophy here, a Reliable Team. Last start he had a tough run, wide throughout, and dropped out there at Happy Valley behind Telecom Photos, but he won this barrier trial well enough, Paul, and I just think he's going to find it a little tough here.
Yeah, I agree. Look, he has won second up in the past. That's one positive, but and he has got the lightweight. So there's a couple of positives there, but it's just more of the class factor coming up into this race against some of those older seasoned horses.
His 1800-metre win was over at Happy Valley as well. Now, Paul, you've been out at track work and picked out a couple of pieces that you liked.
Well, just a couple of the horses that we liked. Glorious Dragon being one. It was a nice, quiet workout for him down the back straight, and he just had a good jump out. He jumped out pretty well and just did what he had to do. As we heard from Zach earlier, he does need a bit of pace on, so he'll want a reliable team and Carrying Star to go at it a bit. In Columbus County, we highlighted that fourth. It was good, and he'd recently come back from Chung Fa as well for that race. I think he'd come back just sort of the week or a few days beforehand, and he sort of settled back in at Sha Tin really well in the mornings as well.
Those two both in your selections?
They are. Look, they're both in. I'm going to go with Glorious Dragon as well. I think the 1800 metres looks ideal for him. He'll just need a little bit of luck. Barrier 1, maybe not the most ideal. We saw him cluttered up on the rail last time, but I think he can win. Torbian Diamond, he ranges up to win on occasions, but hasn't just quite gone on with it, but he's consistent, so he goes into second, and he has that really light weight. Columbus County on the back of his run. I'm going to put Southern Legend in for fourth. He has won this race in the past. He's had that run, a couple of runs under his belt now, and the 1800's no problems for me whatsoever. 3, 7, 4 and 1.
3, 4 and 7, my numbers here. 3 Glorious Dragon on top. He's coming into this with that desperately unlucky effort last start, and look, he's going to need the pace on, but even if the pace is not on, there's just the way he was finishing off last time out in a muddling run race. He was still going to be right there had he got half a crack at them. So Glorious Dragon over Columbus County. Turbian Diamond makes it in. He was 3 wide, no cover, so had a little excuse last time out. And Butterfield, again, another one in the race that had not a lot of room over the final stages, only beaten 1 1/4 at a big price. He certainly enjoys course and distance as well. Just Butterfield, and Matthew Poon's got a good association with him. So 3, 4, 7 and 6.
And we'll see who adds their name above Furore on this year's Sasa Ladies Purse Trophy in race number 7. That is part 1 of Racing to Win. Off to a break, back to have a look at race number 10, which features the unbeaten Blaze Warrior right after this. You're watching Racing to Win. Race number 10 has the unbeaten Blaze Warrior resuming from a spell. It's over the 1400 metres and it is a Class 3. He has had the 3 trials. Blaze Warrior hasn't raced since July. Function Patch has a better draw than on debut. Super winner, wide gate again. Alfie takes the £7 claim. Golden Link goes up an extra £5 for his last start win over Super Winner. Let's do it. He's first up. He's had 2 trials. Matthew Poon with a small allowance in weight for trainer David Hall. Invincible Missile switches back from the all-weather to the turf. Perfect Mary Knoll, lame following a debut in June. 2 trials up at Chung Fa. Packing Famous has My Sugar form over track and distance, and All Beauty, a last start winner at Happy Valley, comes to this class for the first time, boys. So it's over the 1400 metres, and there's a couple here, Tom, that like to roll forward from out wide.
Yeah, there certainly are. You've got the likes of Harmony Win-Win from towards the inside, but the speed out wide, Super Winner from gate number 12. He can get his head up from time to time too. Also going forward to there is Star of Yunlong. I wouldn't be totally convinced on Star of Yunlong being there, Paul, but Mission Bravo is another one that has gone forward in his limited career.
Yeah, you got the apprentices on Super Winner and Harmony Win-Win, so they might set up a really decent tempo here. Zach Purdon's on Star of Yunlong, so he's not going to want to get into that speed battle, as you mentioned. So Mission Bravo with a lightweight shouldn't be too far away. Golden Link, another horse who gets his head up as well, but he's been in good form recently as well.
I wonder what they do with I'm a Single Man, because he's drawn in gate 13. He's also gone forward in the past, but whether he's got the speed against a few of these others? Yeah,
I think they'll try and slot in midfield with him. That'll be the key.
All right, so that's some likely scenarios and possible scenarios for race number 10. One scenario will be Blaze Warrior is going to be the favourite to remain unbeaten, and his regular pilot is Joe Moreira.
Blaze Warrior resuming in race number 10. He's 3 from 3, making his seasonal debut here. What sort of impression did he leave you with last season? He looked like a really exciting type.
Yeah, he gave me a good impression, like a good feeling. He's a type of a horse that, for me, as he's stepping up in distance, the better it's going to be. He's no doubt a promising horse, and I'll be very surprised if he doesn't make it to the Classics.
Was he pretty professional through those 3 victories last season?
He was, but I still feel like he had a lot of room to improve in himself, which is a very good point.
He had 3 barrier trials coming into this prep. Of course, you were on for 2. Blake Shim was on for the last one. Has he trialled up like you've expected he would?
Yes, he has had a really good preparation to come back for the season, and it's no doubt that I'm very excited and looking forward to ride him.
What about barrier 7, top weight first up? What are you sort of thinking in terms of tactics? Is he sort of the horse you can position anywhere?
I would say he doesn't have speed to be sharing the leads with them, but he wouldn't be too far off. Gate 7 is not the ideal. Obviously, I would like to have a little bit more towards the inside, but we're going to deal with it the best we can, and hopefully he has a smooth run. On doing so, I believe he's a really good winning chance.
What have you made of his trials, Paul?
Yeah, I've liked his trials. I think he summered really well, this horse. We've seen a couple of these short price, the unbeaten horses beaten this season. I don't think that'll happen with Blaze Warrior, though. I think he's going really nicely, and you could see the statistics there for him as well.
He's got gate number 7. Just listening to Joe there, he might be sort of 1, maybe 1.5, maybe 2 places further forward in the speed map than sort of where we had in the position there. So sounds like he wants to be near the speed, but he probably hasn't got the speed to go with some of those other speedsters up front.
And carries an extra £6 from his last start win as well. Here are some of his opposition on Sunday, and we're going to start here, Tom, with I'm a Single Man, who's back in the field there. As you said, during the speed map, though, he has gone forward in the past, but he's been running on well from back in the field too.
He's been consistent. He's just had the 1 win, but he's had multiple minor placings. Sort of the last 4 months, 5 months, potentially sort of been his best here in Hong Kong. He's still closed pretty well, I thought, from over on the rail there. Got slightly held up in the straight. Has had a recent trial coming into this, but there was plenty of merit with the run.
Look, he has found that consistency, as you said, right? That when 4 starts go was really strong. And then he's been in some pretty good form races behind horses like Drops of God. So the way he finished off here, we know he's got a good turn of foot. Look, I've included him. He's one that you couldn't really leave out.
Second time at 1,400 metres for I'm a Single Man. Now, Golden Link is there on the rail. In front of him is Super Winner. And both of them like to get their heads up, which we saw last time, Paul. And Super Winner, he'd been a lot better, but got their head up again this day. Yeah, look,
I don't like the way either of these horses race. Super Winner's been a little bit better. Look, they've both got plenty of ability, though. It's got that awkward style, haven't they?
Super Winner's been in career best form. Nobody probably thought 6-8 months ago he'd be up to a rating of 76 with sort of his racing manner, but he's been able to go on with it. And so too, to be fair, is Golden Link. He's got a good record now. He's won 3 from 16. He chased after Super Winner pretty hard there. He had all favours in the trail, and I think he should get a decent run through from gate 8 this time too.
This is Harmony Win-Win, Tom, leading for home here, and the horse outside him is My Sugar, who's returned in really good form as well. He does come up in grade for this, though, this week.
He does, but he's got 118 pounds on his back, and this occasion he was able to find the front from gate number 11. He got, I thought, a pretty easy time of things in front last start, Paul, but from gate number 1, I think gives him a live chance in this race.
Yeah, the only thing is he did have the sole lead here, and he wasn't taken on. I don't think that's going to happen with Super Winner in the race, and horses like Mission Bravo, so that's just the query I had with him.
All right, so that is Harmony Win-Win, did it very well, but likely to get some company. Now we go back to Happy Valley for our last replay. And this is a horse that you've had a bit of time for, Paul. All Beauty out there with the cheek pieces on, and he switches across to Sha Tin this week.
Yeah, I don't think Sha Tin's going to be a problem. Look, this was only his 3rd start, so the penny's dropped for him. He's got barrier number 4. Alexi, I think, has got a really good book of rides throughout the card, and I think he's definitely a chance with this lightweight of 116, so he's definitely in for me.
He had a lovely run midfield, and he put them to bed pretty easily there over the final stages. He was basically eased up at the line, so the way he's gone there, I think he's a live chance here too.
What selections, Paul?
Yeah, I'm going to go with Blaze Warrior to keep his unbeaten record, but I think All Beauty can give him a bit of a race. He's going to be the Cornella horse. Packing Famous only had the 1 start. He can only get better with that. It was a good run from him on debut. And 3, I'm a Single Man for 4th. 1, 13, 11 and 3.
1, 5, 13 and 6, Blaze Warrior, the horse to beat in the final race at Sha Tin. But look, I've always been a fan of Golden Link, and he should get a good run through. He's been racing in really good form. All Beauty, another one. And it was a toss-up between Harmony Win-Win and I'm a Single Man, but went with Harmony Win-Win with gate number 1. So 1, 5, 13, 6.
And early in betting, he's come up at 2.6, has Blaze Warrior to make it 4 from 4. Outside those two races, Paul, who have you picked out?
Well, earlier on, I think Brave Power can break through in race number 1. I like Dr. Winning. He only had the one start. I liked his debut run up at the 1,400 metres as well. Whiz Kid, he's 2 seconds from his 2 starts, so a win would be most deserved from him earlier in the car. I think Nervous Witness is going to win, but very prohibitive odds, isn't he? 2 from 2 as well. So he looks good as well.
OK, so that's your selections for the meeting. I was not even going to go for you for best bet, Tom, but we need yours first, Paul.
Yeah, I'm going to go with Trillion Win. I think Trillion Win has come out some very strong form races. He's on the hat-trick. I think he can make it 3. So he's the best there. Race 6, number 2, Trillion Win. And Dr. Winning just had the one start by McPhee. I think up to 1,400 metres looks good for him. So Alexi Bedell on both those 2 horses. Race 2, number 8. And we'll do the play in that race as well with Victory Scholars and also Mega Bonus, who win a lot better race last time. 2, 8 and 14 QQP.
For me, race 4, number 8, Sight Spirit, John Size and Joe Moreira out of gate number 4. He was pretty unlucky first up, wasn't the quickest away, got into a bit of trouble in the straight, some traffic, but found the line strongly late. And Darcy Joy's finally been able to draw a gate in the 3rd race. He's had 14, 14, 10, 10, 11. He's got gate 3 this time round for Ricky Yu and to Derek Lung. So race 3, number 8, Darcy Joy, and the play in the feature race with Glorious Dragon, Columbus County, to be involved.
Sunny Baby, he'll be double figures. Keith Young on board for David Hayes. He steps up in distance. He was lame after his last start performance, so he'll be running on late in the race, will Sunny Baby. And Spartan Missile, race 2 is the long shot. Spartan Missile's family have raced up to 2,200 metres, so he steps up in trip this week, Spartan Missile, which will help as well. Play of the day in race 3, QP, Oscar Glory, Zhengji Stamina and Sunny Baby 1, 7 and 14. We've focused on races 8 and 10 here, boys, but can't wait to see Nervous Witness.
Yeah, absolutely. He'll be coming up after the feature race, and I think he'll blow them away again. Looks
that way, doesn't it? He's looked really good and exciting horse, so really looking forward to seeing how he goes.
Enjoy your Sa Ladies Purse Day.
Always a good day, always a good day. I'll enjoy Sa Ladies. Almost every day is a good day at the races.
Race number 8 it is for Nervous Witness, what I said, race number 7. A reminder, all races available on hkjc.com. Click on audio and video. They'll be there for you. That has been Racing to Win. Bye-bye.